I deleted the segment. The segment is gone. I promise. The segment is gone.
This is what I'm working with, listeners.
No. You know the segment is gone.
Yes,
right.
I
The segment.
I understand.
The recorded segment is gone.
Yeah.
The audio that I
had
had
on in your heart.
Yeah. It's like the heart of the ocean from Titanic, right? I am Celine Dion permanently singing this. Welcome to Divorce with Friends, the podcast that reminds you if you're lucky enough to find porn under someone's mattress, Tom, keep it to yourself because at any age you will be caught and that will be embarrassing as fuck. I am Bobby Vito and joined as always my friend, my colleague, my partner, Tom. Tom, how are you?
I'm good. What an intro. That's a highly specific thing that we teach people.
Yeah. You gotta be specific with the kids these days.
Yeah. That's unique knowledge though, right? That's, you can only get that from experience.
Yeah. I mean, last episode, I got caught with porn that I took from my dad's room.
Yes.
And I learned a lesson.
Not during the episode, but
no.
The story relaying that happened.
I hope he doesn't have porn mags anymore.
Oh, you never know.
You never know. That would be embarrassing for everybody involved. But Tom, what have you been up to?
So I've been fairly busy. I took my daughter on a bunch of college tours.
Yeah.
So that was very exciting.
What did you notice about those tours?
So the tours, they're pretty funny. Colleges are very expensive.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've noticed this trend, but
what's the average now?
So I mean,
and your daughter, by the
it's a
way,
big
for those who don't
range.
know, she's super smart, so she's not going to like dummy school.
Yeah. So like a lot of the private schools are like $80,000 a year.
That's
per year.
Yeah.
So, and then even the, state schools might be like sticker price is like $40,000 or something. And
$40,000 for state school?
It's crazy. So I have a whole spreadsheet and I'm evaluating colleges and I'm probably more into it than she is. And I have, ChatGPT is building me out like algorithms and things. But I will say one thing that was funny about the tours is like every college presents the same information as though they're the only college that has it.
Yeah.
And when you go to like 5 in a row, it's very obvious. It's like, oh, so we have an unlimited meal plan for freshmen, which is like really cool because blah, blah, blah. And then you're like, all 7 of these schools had unlimited meal plans for freshmen. Like,
do they not have unlimited plans for sophomores?
So some schools do it every year, Bobby, all the way through, but other schools have different plans. And then you have to pay extra. So you might get 14 swipes a week or 21 swipes.
So does that mean unlimited because like, so unlimited meaning that like
unlimited swipes. You go down to the caf anytime. You go in and out.
Included in your tuition.
And every school seems to do this for freshmen, which I guess is just like, hey, you don't have to worry about it. It's like not a point of stress.
By the way, before we get any further, you should introduce your friend.
If you hear any squealing,
no, introduce your friend. We're on camera.
Or if you're watching this, a star is born. This is Reese.
Yeah.
So Reese is a puppy. She's about 12 weeks old.
Yeah.
We've had her for about a week. So if I put her down, she will run around and cause all kinds of mayhem.
Which I'm fine with. Sadie's fine with.
So yeah, we may do that. I may be chasing her. I may be distracted. But anyway, yeah. So Reese actually went on all the tours and loved all the colleges. She's very excited. So except for University of Southern Maine, she pooped in her bag on that one. So I don't think she liked that one. That's a bad.
That happened. That's an omen.
Yes. Yeah.
That's an omen. Yeah. So okay. So I was wondering too if maybe there's it's for freshmen because they're like, unlike Bobby Vito, who lived in the dorms until he was a senior, third year senior, whatever I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typically, you don't live in the dorms past maybe freshman year.
Right. Well, no, actually, like a lot of the schools are all 4 years. Like the smaller school, like if you go to like a small school where everybody lives on campus.
Yeah.
Like some of them will have like 95 or 97% kids live on campus. Some of them it trickles down as you get older, but it just seems like a recipe for, as a fat person who likes to eat, disaster. That
the freshman 15, that's still it's got to be a thing.
Oh, totally, yeah.
It's got to be more PC
Although
now.
fewer kids are drinking, so the beer isn't helping.
Fuck?
Have you seen these statistics? Like
No.
the rate of young people who drink has dropped dramatically. I don't know if it's a combination of like more kids are smoking weed and it's legal. What else they're getting up to, but like the rate of kids drinking, young people drinking, has gone through the floor recently. Yeah.
Is the new generation, are they Gen Z still?
I think so. Yeah, Gen Z.
Do I work with Gen Z? Would I work with Gen Z?
Probably.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that's the correlation between...
I don't remember their ranges. I'm bad with their...
well, technically we're millennials.
We're the first millennials.
I don't like that.
Right? Or the last? No, we're the first millennials.
I don't like it because we didn't have Google until like 98.
Right.
So it's like I still use like the Dewey Decimal System
Yeah,
to
we
write
kind of
shit.
get lumped in with.
Basically, if you know how to write a bibliography,
Right.
you should be Gen X.
I love telling those stories to kids. Yeah,
Like,
'cause
what
they're
the
just,
fuck
like,
is a
looking at you
bibliography?
like, what are you? Yeah.
But basically,
Like
if
everybody
you-
was worried about Wikipedia. Now ChatGPT just like literally writes the thing.
No shit,
Like
right?
and I was like, don't use Wikipedia too much. It was like, all right.
Yeah. Well, it's like I work with some Gen X, and they're not fun. So, and they want everything handed to them. So, if they're not drinking, maybe that's why.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah. No, they're no. I'm not saying your kids are great, but like they're very much like tell them like, hey, you got a new account for you, and they're like, no. I'm like, what the fuck? No. I used to work at a radio station where I made $8 an hour, and I would work basically like 20 hours, sleep in the office, and get up and work another 20 for $8 an hour. And if you said no, there was a line of assholes waiting to take your job. You didn't say
in my
no.
day. That's right.
You didn't say no.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Kids these days.
Yeah, fuck them. So where I've been around. I'm always around.
Yeah.
I'm always around. I'm like, hey, you want to record? And Tom's like, I've got important shit to do. And I'm like, okay, I'll wait. But school started this year. And the good news, Tom, this year, second grade, big year.
Yes.
Without incident.
Exciting. Oh, that's exciting. That's nice.
And usually incidents are like mild.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Kids, they fight. But it's like, no big
Yeah,
deal.
or they're just anxious or something.
Yeah. Well, kindergarten. So it's 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm actually in like a good space to tell this story now. Because it's like one of those stories where you can't tell it in mixed company.
Yeah.
I can tell on a podcast. I can do shit. But what happened was, so my wife at the time, her and I both worked. So we put him in an after-school program, and it's run by the teachers at the school.
Yep.
So first week of school, we don't know the teachers who run the program because it's a rotation and it's the first week. Mm-hmm. So go to the school. They go to the school, and it's my day to pick them up. And I say, hey, I'm so-and-so's dad. I'm here to get him. And like, oh, he'll be right out. Can I talk to you for a second? Which is always
Never
ominous.
good. Yeah, never good.
And I say, yeah, is everything okay?
It's never like, hey, we have this contest we want to enter him in because he's so well behaved.
Yeah.
Right. Or,
We took a test. He's a savant.
Yeah.
He can fucking. By the way, you don't need to go here anymore.
he was just hired as a male model for children, and now we just need to give you this check.
He developed an app.
Yeah,
you're a
here.
fucking millionaire.
Yeah, right.
But they were like, okay, so we want to talk to you about something. I was like, okay. They're like, this woman, by the way, I should preface it. She's like 65. She's very sweet. Yeah. But she pulls me in a corner of the library, and she's like, and she's whispering, so it's like that ASMR. Is that what you said? Yeah. She's like, I just want to let you know that so-and-so, he called his friend Tommy a pussy. And I was like,
oh, no.
Fuck. I was like, oh, he did? And she's like, yeah, he called him a pussy.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, okay. I'm sorry he said that. And she's like, yeah, he walked up to him and he said, hey, you pussy. And I said, okay, all right. We've established what he said.
It's an alpha move.
Yeah, it's alpha.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, we're at the pussy counter of 3 at this point.
Right.
You're really freaking me out, lady. And she's like, yeah, I just want to let you know because sometimes they hear it at home. And I'm thinking, okay, you just said pussy to me 3 times. I don't see an end in sight to the pussy game. But now you're accusing me of teaching it to my kid. But then it's like, honestly, out of all the insults that I've said to people in my life, pussy's typically not on my dial-up.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's kind of elementary.
Yeah, I don't use that a lot.
And I was like, all right,
You're not supposed to, right?
Yeah. And I was like, to be honest, like,
word,
I'll talk to him. It doesn't sound like something I've heard him say. And she's like, oh, he said it.
She's like,
and then she calls over her friend, Kim.
Yeah.
Kim, could you come here for a second? So then Kim comes over.
Yeah.
And now I'm like sweating.
Yeah.
Because this is like parents watching me. And she's like, so Kim, this is so-and-so's dad.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, hey. She's like, I was telling him what his son said to Tommy. She goes, oh, the pussy thing. And I'm like, you're in on it too? So then she relives the story. She's like, yeah. So we just walked over and she says, what's up? How you doing, you pussy? And I was like, can we please stop saying the pussy word? So I was like, okay, I'm going to go talk to him. So I get him, we go out to the car, and I was like, hey, how was work today? How was work today, kid? He was like, tough day. I get accused of this thing. And he said,
started as a male model.
He's like, yeah, everything was great. I said, hey, so did you talk to your friend Tommy? He's like, oh yeah. Puss in Boots? I was like, oh, Puss in Boots? That's what you called him? He's like, yeah, we like the show Puss in Boots. So I'm like, oh, we get home and I turn on Netflix and right on the marquee, this is 2 years ago, it's the show Puss in Boots with like, who's the guy who's Desperado?
Oh,
the handsome Spanish actor. I forget his name. Doesn't matter. But he's the voice of from the Shrek movies.
Yeah.
It's not Benicio del Toro. It's now it's kind of fun. It'll come to us later as we shout out Bernthal.
Get more and more.
But I'm like, Puss in Boots.
I'll be Jamie here.
But now I have to like explain to this lady like what the situation is.
Yeah.
So I am like, I'm just gonna write her an email. So I write her an email, dear so and so. I talked to my son. He explained the situation. He didn't say what you think he said. He said he was calling his friend Puss in Boots. Okay?
Antonio Banderas.
Desperado, right?
Yeah.
I said he didn't say that thing. He was calling him Puss in Boots.
Right, sure.
She writes back, oh, thank God, that's so much better than pussy. And I'm like, this lady cannot stop saying pussy to me.
Yeah, that's her jam.
I kind of thought she was flirting with me.
Yeah, maybe she is. Yeah, maybe that's her pickup line. Or maybe she's just like, she's addicted to saying that word.
Maybe I'm like, lady, maybe you should be looked at for
Yeah,
saying
exactly.
pussy.
Maybe she's like,
Stop projecting.
Every year, she just like accuses different kids.
She loves saying pussy.
That word, so she can like just trot it out. Yeah.
And I've told that story to people, and like if you know me, you're like, oh, that's a funny story.
Yeah.
But like if I don't know both people in the couple, it's not a good story.
No, really? Why?
Because like just like I'm freaked out by that 65-year-old woman saying pussy.
Yeah.
Saying pussy to like a guy, he's like, yeah, that's kind of funny.
Right.
And even my wife
5 times.
Even my wife, who now doesn't think anything I do is funny, she's like, that's a funny story.
Yeah.
But like somebody's wife, like the Greek is like, stop saying pussy. I'm like, no shit, right? That's the point of the story.
You're not supposed to say that word. Yeah. You should say the P word.
The P word.
Because you can't.
She's like,
you don't have our
penis
license. But yeah, you don't have artistic license.
I don't own it
to repeat it. Yeah,
I don't own it.
That was the.
I know how to
like
work around one, but I
and-
can't say it. That's the deal. That's the deal. I know how to work one.
Okay, there you go.
I think
learned that last week, right? With your charisma, your 10 out of 10. Despite who's your nemesis? Who's your email nemesis? There?
A on Gmail.
Yeah, that fucking A. He doesn't think so.
He didn't write in this week.
Yeah.
But before we get into those emails, so where can you email us, Tom? You can email us at divorcewithfriends@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram at divorcewithfriends. Twitter, still a piece of shit, by the way, at divorcewfpod. Meg, who goes to Hofstra, has sort of left us high and dry, which I'm fine with right now because we're actually doing really well on Instagram. I'm sure people have seen some of our videos. We'll get to those in a minute. But we love the emails. We've actually got a ton of emails and some feedback from last week. Mm-hmm. So let's read some of those, okay? The first one is called Sleepover Hijinks, okay?
Okay.
So it says, hey guys, getting caught with porn by your parents is the absolute worst. I actually couldn't agree more with that. So in 7th grade, my friend's parents let him have a bunch of kids from class to stay the night for a sleepover, right? What's more fun than that?
Yeah.
They had a black box and they hooked it up to the TV in the living room so we could watch movies all night. But of course, as soon as they went to bed, we opted for the Playboy channel instead, which is a classic move. I got to say this, okay? The problem was we all fell asleep and didn't shut the TV off.
No.
I know, right? I read this earlier. I was like, Jesus Christ. So when they woke up, in the morning, they found all of us passed out, boobs on full display. I'm hoping it was the TV and not other boobs, right?
Yeah, right.
But then he writes, they called all of our parents to tell them what happened, and we were promptly picked up. That car ride home fucking sucked. That was from Brian on Instagram. Brian, I can tell you from relating to the story that I told last week, the idea of my parents knowing that I saw a naked woman, forget how I saw it, was awful.
Yeah, always the worst. The car ride home is always terrible.
Oh.
Like knowing you got caught.
Oh yeah.
And you're trapped. You're literally trapped in a moving vehicle. You can't go anywhere. You're getting laid into, right? You don't know what the consequences are yet.
Yeah.
Because usually there's like and now as a parent, I get it. It's like, there's like, oh, we're going to talk about that when we get home because you haven't figured out what you're going to do yet.
Yeah.
Because you have to do the math of like, okay, how do I punish this thing?
Because are you even mad at them?
Well, yeah, I don't know.
They fell asleep watching the
I'll tell you
Playboy
what,
show.
like a lot of parenting is, I find, I try not to be guilty of this, but everybody is to some extent, is like you don't want to be embarrassed in front of the other parents, right? So it's kind of like in relation to how judgy the other parents are is how like mad you are.
Well, that's the thing, right? The parents call the other parents, which I think is a good move to let them know what happened at their
Yeah,
house.
because otherwise it seems like you're covering it up or something. You don't want to be the weird parent who was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, they just let my kid watch porn.
Because like I'm imagining based on the demographic of our podcast, right? They're probably our age.
Yeah.
So if anybody's younger, a black box is this thing that used to unscramble cable.
Right.
And depending,
Basically made cable the internet.
yeah, yeah. So you're not like you can just watch porn for free anywhere. Depending on your region, if you had the Playboy channel or Spice, most people had Playboy. You could just watch that, and I think Playboy was like no penetration. It wasn't really dirty.
No, it was like kind of softcore.
Yeah, it was like no big deal. But yeah, so they called, and I get why they would call, right? Because it's like I don't want to let people know. Like
you want to be proactive.
Proactive. I totally get it. So I don't, Brian, if you can write back, let us know what happened, if you get punished or if anything happened, because like it is uncomfortable. It sucks.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it's
okay. The next one comes in. Actually, it's a text, and the text came directly to me, and I actually have egg on my face for this.
Oh no!
Right? So it's Vito. I worked at the company with you, and I believe you shaved more than your chest in the bathroom. Did you forget? That's from Mike Saya on a text message. He's right. He called me out. I don't know. I want to be very clear. I didn't lie about anything in the story.
Allow me to be clear.
I want to be very fucking clear.
Every admission that starts with "let me be clear." There's never any guilt admitted after that. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
Let me be clear.
Tom and I have a mission statement, which is I will never lie about an incident or a thing that happened. Right.
Right.
Or over here. Over here, by the way, means the dog.
Yeah.
I will never lie about a thing that happened.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
When the mic is on and the headphones are on and the pots are up, sometimes things just happen really quick.
Yeah, yeah. So omission.
So it's an omission.
Yeah.
So what Mike is saying is you shaved more than your chest. He's right.
Oh boy. Okay.
I shaved my balls.
Oh, I was gonna do like a let me guess.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
And it was gonna be either balls.
Okay.
Or ass.
No, I didn't do that.
Could be ass or face.
No. I have the worst baby face of all time.
Yeah, I have a lot of beard. But so it would have been coin flip, balls or face, but balls enhances the story the most, I think. So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No,
you
so
shaved your balls.
I shaved my balls, and I will tell you that was not something that I think. So Hollywood is here.
Okay.
At the time, she's still around.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see her later.
That's great.
So she was here. I did not say it because she was here.
Oh, but subconsciously maybe.
I think I told her that.
So in other words, what you're saying is Hollywood.
Yeah.
Who you're currently seeing.
Yeah.
Was in the room when we recorded the podcast last. She was not present
at the time.
Story that happened.
No, I didn't know
30 years ago.
No.
Because we're super old. But okay. So but it sounds like maybe subconsciously, again, live omission, you held back. Maybe no.
I might have. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna do my fucking best. I think one of our segments today where I openly talk about how pathetic I am in a lot of different ways. I'm gonna be vulnerable. I'm gonna open that kimono, as they say, which may or may not have been mildly racist. And I'm gonna tell you, I will do my best to not let that happen again, Mike.
Well, it's everything happens. I mean, it happens to everybody. I should say
it happens.
But it's fine.
So that was that one. So email 3, okay? Hey guys, when is Lindsay coming back? I want to hear more of her adventures in babysitting.
Yeah.
P.S. Bobby, that phone story was brutal. Did you ever talk to that girl again? Kelly on Instagram. Actually, that was not an omission. I just didn't get that far in the story. So no, I actually never talked to that girl ever again after that happened.
Wow. Okay.
What I didn't mention was when she got on the train in South Station.
Yeah.
The train derailed and she died.
No, you didn't.
No, she didn't.
That was a lie. That was a lie.
That was a lie. See?
That was a lie.
And that's what would happen. So Tom would call me out on that. But no, that happened in 2011.
Yeah.
2012. And I think she was so fucking pissed at me after that happened. Rightly so.
Yeah.
That I never spoke to her ever again.
But you had her number.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then she just kind of, I mean,
I could have reached out and apologized. I guess I did. It was one of those things where I think in retrospect, I didn't realize how awful it was. And then she never reached out to me, and then time just passed. And I was like, that was pretty bad.
Right. You were thinking it's kind of just like a little bit of a funny prank. I think it's also easy to talk yourself into like, oh, she'd probably rather just not hear from me.
Yeah. I embarrassed her pretty bad.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah,
she's probably true. She probably just
wanted to leave,
move on
pretty quick.
Yeah, I would guess.
And you know why she got fired? Do you want to know?
Yeah,
talk about that?
She get fired for?
So she was in like the finance department.
Yeah,
and
stealing.
No, it was actually pretty funny. So she was in charge. So we worked for a tech startup.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, a tech startup was like rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah.
So we had like vendors that we would have to pay, like the Trade Desk and like I don't even fucking know who else. Any like online bidding platform.
Sure.
So if a bill was due on the 30th of a month or whatever, they would wait until the 30th to mail the check.
Right.
And they would do that constantly because it would be like, we'll get paid by AT&T or Verizon or whoever owed us money that we ran the campaign for on that day. So we'll pay you, we'll mail the check that day. So that whatever.
Yeah.
On multiple occasions, this was like the second offense, I think, she mailed the vendor checks out on the day they were due, like she was supposed to, like she was told to do, without postage. So they came back 7 days late.
Payment ended up being late.
So so because typically it'd be like if you sent the Trade Desk at the time a check, and it would be like it was post dated on the day it was due, you're good.
Right.
But on multiple occasions,
did they have to pay a penalty? Or?
Yeah, they almost shut us off. Like and that's like how the company made money.
So that was like an attention to detail fuck up. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's why she got fired. So maybe she deserved it. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I mean, I guess maybe it's fair that she got fired, but I think it's those guys' fault for firing her on the day that you were running the prank. So I don't think that's been given enough.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
When you think about it like
they
that,
could really time the firing better, to a time when you weren't. Because I would imagine most of the time you didn't do pranks to her.
Not to her.
See, there you go.
Not to her. But you know
they
what?
had tons of time,
Yeah, and they hired me, so it's not like they didn't know something was coming.
Yeah, that's true. They made 2 mistakes.
Yeah.
They hired her.
You're idiots. Yeah. You big dummies.
Yeah.
All right, so Tom, the next email, right, it's from Max on Gmail. But this one, it's to both of us, but Max is an astute listener. It's the first email from Max, but he's very astute. Okay. And he writes something that I want you to read because I feel like we should talk about this.
All right. So he says, this is my reading voice. Tom and Bobby, I always listen to each episode all the way through. Love that theme song. That is the best part if you're deciding whether to pause. The theme song is coming. So
it's great.
And at the end of episode 8, I heard what I thought at first was a mistake.
We don't make mistakes.
No, that's no mistakes. But then, upon second listen, so he listens to the whole thing twice. She's back.
Probably.
Get some hobbies, my guy.
He might have just went back to it, but yeah.
Upon second listen, I started to think it was on purpose, ? An Easter egg? An outtake? It sounded like Tom was objecting to something, but laughing. Was that an off-air fight? Do tell, guys. I think he uses like a bunch of exclamation marks, and he wants some tea. I think he wants some tea.
So, Tom, he is not wrong.
He's not wrong.
It was an outtake.
It was an outtake.
It was not a fight.
No, it was a segment that we recorded.
Oh, yeah.
And then deleted.
Yeah.
So you'll never hear that.
No, it's permanently gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's deleted from the earth. And so I would say what happens. Fight is strong.
Let's start here.
Yeah.
Is it an Easter egg? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, we put it right.
We did it on purpose. It was a conscious decision. It wasn't like me leaving out shaving my balls.
Yeah.
we did it on purpose. We put
that was a mistake.
That was a mistake. I should have put that
on
in.
Many levels.
Yes. The razor burn itself was enough. All right. So we put it in on purpose. What am I or you allowed to share? As our new friend Reese just tries to eat our wires.
Reese is sabotaging the podcast.
It's okay. This is fun.
Eating all the
this is endearing. So what am I or you allowed to share about what that outtake segment was? Because I feel like a lot of people, mainly friends who know us, understand the dynamic, and they know that you and I actually never argue.
No, we don't.
We don't truly argue.
Yeah, it's actually we're both weirdly sort of non-confrontational in our own ways.
Yeah,
but
people pleasers.
Yeah, people pleasers. Yes. So I would say so. Okay, so what the outtake was actually symptomatic of something that occasionally happens, where so you are in the throes of a challenging time in your life.
Yeah, you could say that.
And going through a divorce. That was the premise of the podcast. And you sometimes want to bring up specific things, and frequently. So one of my things. What is my overarching advice to you on almost every divorce interaction related thing? What do I always say?
And by the way, before I say what it is,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Because I tell Hollywood, I told Lindsay, I told everyone.
Four words.
Leave it in drafts.
Leave it in drafts.
Which I love.
Yes. And this is like a trick that actually my wife taught me many years ago, which was like, if you're angry about something, right? Write the email. An important trick to this, don't put their email in the to field.
Yeah, don't
so
do
you don't accidentally send it. Same premise with text messages. Write it out in a notes pad or something, right? Not so that you might accidentally send it. And then don't send it. And give yourself whatever it is, 24 hours. Think about it. What I often say to you is send it to me.
Yeah,
right?
which I have.
Right? Like, because then it's right. It's basically the same as going into the ether. There's a catharsis to it because you got to hit send, right? Leave it in drafts, right?
It's great advice.
Yes.
I won't say what it is. I won't give anything. Maybe one day down the line, this is only episode 9. Tom and I have a plan for this podcast. I deleted the segment. The segment is gone. I promise. The segment is gone.
This is what I'm working with, listeners.
No. You know the segment is gone.
Yes,
right.
I
The segment.
I understand.
The recorded segment is gone.
Yeah.
The audio that I
have
have
on in your heart.
Yeah. It's like the heart of the ocean from Titanic, right? I am Celine Dion permanently singing this. The audio that I was given,
Yeah.
I kept.
Okay.
For reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all I'll say to the listeners is, somebody on the other side of the fence in my divorce sent an ill-advised video because he didn't have a Tom.
Well, so okay, let's
We'll leave that. We'll leave that.
Let's back up. I would say somebody didn't leave it in drafts.
Somebody didn't leave it in drafts,
and so my advice to you is always leave it in drafts.
which I did.
In this case, you left in drafts. And what I'm saying is, with a lot of these things, there's a segment or an idea that you might have.
A couple, yeah.
And I will say leave in drafts. And in that instance, what gave us the audio, which I think was very funny.
Very funny.
Was you recorded this thing without posting it anywhere, right? And that was the key. That was the trick. And again, I was on board. And again, you're very reasonable about these things. You said like, hey, this is what I want to do. I said, that's a terrible idea. I will record it with you if you promise not to post it. You said, I promise not to post it. And then we listened to it. I said, that was a really bad idea. And I actually literally in the middle of the segment just said like, we're not even continuing the segment.
Actually, the word you used was
abort.
And then it was like it was an alarm. So yeah, you did that.
Yeah.
Which I was like, I started laughing. You started laughing. So to Max on Gmail, it was not a fight at all.
Not a fight.
It was definitely not a fight. So I have the original audio that I was given.
Yep.
I will not ever play that on the podcast until such time when it is right to do so, if ever. But the segment that Tom is referring to, it has been deleted from
so
existence.
That doesn't exist.
It does not exist.
Yeah.
So I guess the last question I'll ask is, do you feel like you babysit me?
No, I think I give you hopefully useful perspective.
I think you do.
Right? Because it's like, again, right? This is like literally one of the most emotional things you can do as a human on the planet. And it's impossible when you're in it to have perspective. So you need other people. And I think it's super important that you have people who are like just brutally and aggressively honest with you. And literally this week, you said, I'm thinking about doing this thing. And I said, I think this is a very bad idea. And here are my reasons for thinking it's a bad idea.
What was my idea?
I'm not going to mention it.
I tried to trick you.
Try to trick me. But so anyway, so that happens. I think that's valuable. I think it's important. And, right, if you're getting divorced, it's important to have but I also think it's important not to have like everybody in your life doing that. So it's like, if I saw that you were getting like, again, you have like your family loves you very much, your friends love you very much. And I think everybody gives you a lot of positive feedback. If I saw that like everybody in your life were like, Bobby, you're such a piece of shit, then I would probably be more positive. Right. Sure. But I know that you're getting a lot of that reinforcement. You know that you're not a piece of shit. So I'm saying like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, right? Like
I think, and I think that's fair. So one thing I will mention is my lawyer, who's amazing, great, amazing guy. He promised that the minute that this is wrapped up in 2032, he's like, I will come on your podcast.
Wow.
And you can't shut him up.
Yeah.
He promised me he won't use names.
Okay.
And he's great. He's
Yes.
he's a great dude. So he'll come on and he'll talk about it. But yeah, so Max, that's what happened. Tom basically reeled in my crazy, and that was great because you need that. Before we get into social media, I do want to give a shout out to every listener. We did post this the other day. My lawyer thing reminded me of it because he said he'll come on, and I made a comment in this post. Tom and I have hit 1,000 downloads.
Wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting. And I know that like for the podcast that Tom and I listen to, like I love Section 10. I love the OVP podcast. I love my retro wrestling podcast as I'm wearing my retro wrestling shirt.
You should do a wrestling divorces podcast.
They don't end well.
There's no happy wrestling marriages.
No,
I
like
can't imagine.
Randy Savage, Elizabeth, they're both dead.
It's
Hogan
like,
just died.
wait, dad joke coming. It's like celebrity marriages, but on steroids.
Oh.
That was a joke about how all the wrestlers
Ba-doom, boom.
use steroids.
I'll add some sound. I'll let a drum.
Yeah, please do.
We'll do that. But yeah, we hit our 1,000th download, and the reason that we want to thank everybody is we started this I think April 14th, and at that point we were only loading on YouTube because we didn't understand distribution or anything. And then our first actual distribution was through Podbean, and that was at the end of April. So we didn't actually start counting official downloads until like May 1st. So that means within 3 months we hit 1,000 downloads. Which is crazy because we've had no advertising, and it's just been word of mouth and friends and family and people being like, hey, check this out. It's these two fucking idiots talking shit and making fun of themselves, and you guys have supported us all the way. In episode 9.
Yeah. That's
Crazy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So thank you so much. As far as social media goes, so we did get some suggestions, and they said, hey, you should upload clips. As I mentioned, Meg's at school right now, so she will do our TikTok, but we started doing stuff on Instagram. And the feedback was, great clips. What the fuck is up with that angle?
Yeah.
True story. So we got the equipment. We didn't know what to do with it because we don't work in video.
Right.
We know audio. We're good with the audio. So we had like some weird angle. We're doing it again.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Looks good.
It looks much better. I
Yeah.
think you're going to like this. So we're going to try it again.
Reese's debut.
Also, the battery died halfway through. So we only had like 30 or 40 minutes out of the hour, something to work with. So we fixed that, and we're trying something new. So you're going to see some more clips. We're not going to inundate people. We're not that, we're not like the social media who's going to post a new clip every day, maybe like one or two between episodes, just to kind of let you know what we talk about.
Yeah.
So if you want to check it out, you do. If you don't want to check it out, go fuck yourself.
Fuck yourself.
You pussies.
Yeah.
You puss in boots.
Yep.
Whatever.
Oh, easy.
Whatever. So we're going to get to the news really quick. So Tom, marriage is big in the news. Marriage is back.
Big marriage week.
Marriage is back. Your English teacher is marrying your fucking gym teacher. What's up?
I had to Google what that meant. I
know.
didn't know what that meant.
I know. I found out.
It's not a. I thought it was be a lyric. Did you think it would be a lyric?
So
You know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't
thought
think
that
of it
would be
till
a
you just
song
said it, but
hook
it
or
makes
something.
sense.
Yeah, I thought that would be something from some song.
Yeah.
But then I Googled it, and it's not. They think she's like an English. She's got English teacher vibes because she's read a book.
Yeah. And he's a big dummy.
Yeah. He's a moron.
Come on,
So
guys.
he's got gym teacher vibes.
That's, by the way, gym teachers can be smart.
Yeah, that's true too.
That's fucking rude. I'm kind of that's rude to Travis.
yeah. Well,
All right, so Tom, who's getting married?
so Travis and Taylor.
Oh,
So-
no shit.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yep. So Travis Kelce,
Okay.
and Taylor Swift.
Who's that now? Who's that?
So Travis Kelce.
I know who he
tight
is.
end.
Who's the other one?
Taylor Swift, famous musician.
Oh, right. No, I'm kidding. I actually like her.
Yeah, she's fine. I don't really know anything about her. She's like a perfectly good. I think her songs are poppy.
She's nice and liberal. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
she seems terrific. I don't really like. My kids were not huge into her, so I just kind of missed that whole thing.
There is a window of age group that missed her.
Yeah, or just like I think like my daughter likes more like alternative stuff. So
God bless.
She's not
God
her,
bless.
Yeah, not her bag.
Yeah.
And my son, I don't even know what he listens
He's
to.
probably rap, right? Or
Yeah,
hip-hop.
like that kind of. Yeah.
Well, they got engaged. I guess it was 2 weeks ago, apparently, but they
Yep.
just announced it.
Yep.
And there's already prop bets that you can make on it because it's not America if you're not betting. You're not making money, on it,
course.
right? So according to TMZ, you can bet on things like wedding date and location.
Okay.
We can bet on ceremony details, as in who will cry first. I don't know.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'm assuming it'll be her. I don't know.
Is like everybody in play? Is like
Guest and shit?
Jason? Yeah,
Like the best man.
you would think you'd put all the famous faces.
Crying at weddings, like I cry at weddings sometimes, and it's
Yeah.
mainly for the groom. But I cry at weddings. It's like if I see someone cry. You ever see Stand By Me?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know when everyone, you know when lard ass throws
Yeah.
up and everyone throws up. That's how I cry. At
Yeah.
weddings.
Yeah.
If no one's crying at a wedding,
yeah.
then I if someone cries at a wedding, then I cry. It's like if someone starts laughing at a wedding, then I laugh. It's like just contagious.
I'll tear up. I'm not like sobbing.
Did you cry at my wedding?
I don't know. I was officiating.
You were officiating.
so
So did you cry? You were like, you poor bastard.
I don't think so.
Nah, everything was normal back
Yeah,
then.
I think. Well, I was performing. You know what I mean? I was in the middle of a
Yeah.
performance.
You were like, you look so happy.
Yeah.
You fucking stupid shithead.
This is never gonna end.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who's gonna cry, right? Wedding guest. Odds on whether Taylor's cats, Meredith, Olivia, and Benjamin will appear. You bring cats to a wedding? I bring a dog. Cats are fucking feral.
Baby, maybe. I don't know. Cats. Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
look at Sadie right now.
Yeah.
Look at her. She will just
Very well.
chill the fuck. She'll eat your food
Yeah.
and she'll act like she didn't eat anything, but she will chill out. I bring a dog. I wouldn't bring a cat. Personal choices. Bets on whether Taylor will keep her name or change it to Taylor Kelsey. Zero fucking chance that she's changing her name.
Yeah.
Maybe legally. I guess now that I say it out loud, legally does she change her name? No. No way.
I can't imagine.
Future events. Speculation on whether Taylor will get pregnant.
I mean, probably. Like,
She'll probably get it.
is that just like when or yeah?
Because like, will she get pregnant or will they have somebody else carry the kid? She doesn't have money.
just because they're so rich.
Yeah.
They just like.
I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that
That's a
fucking.
wild move. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep
just
that
like,
tummy tight.
Yeah. Look, we're gonna. Yeah. She's busy.
Good for her. Good for her.
Does he become a stay-at-home dad? I think he should be.
Well, we're gonna
He's
get
gonna
to
be
that.
retired soon, right?
He's 34.
Yeah. He's probably got like
and he's
one-
played in the NFL for like 12
Yeah,
years.
one or
He has
two
1 year left on his deal.
Yeah. He should just be a
But
stay-
he's got a great career coming in like the Happy Madison franchise. He was just in Happy
Yeah,
Gilmore
true.
too.
Plus, he could do podcasting. He'll do like a.
He's a podcast.
He'll be on one of those stupid NFL shows too. You know?
Yeah. And he's.
Work for Barstool.
I don't hate his podcast, but he's not a Manning.
Yeah,
Because
no,
the
they're-
Mannings are funny.
Yeah, the Mannings. I don't. Yeah, I haven't really.
Their
watched
timing
the
is
Kelsey. Yeah, but the clips are all kind of like it's fine. Yeah,
It's fine. It's fine. There's also bets on the best man and maid of honor. So right now, Jason, his brother, is at a negative 500 to be best man. I think that's a slam dunk.
Does he have other siblings? If he doesn't,
I don't
if
know.
he doesn't have other siblings, that's usually the brother, right?
I don't know if he does, but that's the podcast brother. Him and his wife do the podcast, and that's the one who played in the NFL too.
Yeah, yeah.
The slam dunk,
Yeah,
right?
seems pretty easy. Yeah.
Kind of do. But Taylor,
Although maybe it's a work. Everybody always has a conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
He picks somebody else just to drum up some drama.
Oh.
Or he fake picks someone else and then like
maybe to juke the bets.
yeah, Jason Kelsey comes out and hits that guy with a chair. For, you know,
Oh, wrestling angle,
move.
Tom. You're a good booker.
Get some extra podcast juice.
But there's money on Taylor's crew, right? So the funny thing is, out of all these names I'm going to list, I know one of them. Abigail Anderson Lucier. I have no fucking clue who she is. Somebody needs to correct me. She's plus 350.
Yep.
Martha Hunt sounds fake. Sounds like she's married to Mike Hunt. Plus 400. Carly Kloss, again, made up, plus 500. And then Selena Gomez, everyone knows her. She's plus 500.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Is she
where.
that close with her, or is that just like the most famous?
Well, yeah, because I mean, I'm assuming Blake Lively would have been on that list, but that whole debacle.
Oh, they
about
had
that
a
movie.
falling out. I don't know any of this. Yeah.
There was that movie that she was in.
Oh, she got canceled, right?
There was
Or
the Justin Baldoni
quasi
movie.
canceled. Yeah,
And then the text came out that like she invited Taylor to meet Justin Baldoni at a thing.
Oh yeah.
And made it seem like Taylor wanted some rewrites or some shit in the movie.
really?
And then called her like her Khaleesi to her dragon or something. And Taylor, I don't know, some fucking stupid shit. I don't know. I do like Taylor Swift. I will get into that in a little bit, but she's okay.
Yeah.
So here's the divorce with friends question. I feel like, again, this is a no-brainer, and I want to
here
be
you go.
very, 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 very clear.
Yeah.
I think we are a pro prenup podcast.
Uh-huh.
She is worth 1.6 billion with a B.
Billion with a B, yeah.
He is worth an estimated 70 to 90 million. Will there be a prenup? Discuss.
So I think there definitely will be a prenup.
Yes.
And just to be clear, so here's the thing. So I think like
pro-prenup.
there will be a prenup. This is a good thought experiment though.
Yeah.
Here's the other side of prenups kind of. And this is a ridiculous example because it's like they're both super rich, so the stakes are basically zero. It's like
Because, by the way, 90 million is more than most people ever
yeah,
have in their
exactly.
entire life.
It's not like Travis Kelsey leaves as like either like you know
No.
his life's ain't different really.
It's not like when
But-
Kardashian married that fucking snob. Who's that guy? Chris Humphries.
Right. Okay.
like
But
a
so
nickel?
yeah, right. For like a week, right? But like, okay, so let's say there's a prenup, right? And then Travis Kelce goes and retires from the NFL.
Yep.
And he says, you know what? I'm going to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yep.
And he says, I'm not going to work for NFL on Fox or whatever. And I'm going to pause the podcast or let Jason run it. And I'm just going to focus on being a stay-at-home dad. Okay. Then they get divorced. Right?
Yeah.
And he says, because Taylor's more successful, she's going to go on the road.
Yeah.
Right? She's going to help build a life for our family.
Yeah.
Right? And then they get divorced.
Yeah.
And he's like, I got to live on this $70 million.
Yeah. How am I going to live on that?
It's probably unfair to him that they had a prenup.
Well, and if they get divorced, she's going to write an album about him,
People are already saying that. Yeah.
Then he could say, well, that content came from me.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So
right?
is that
he's gonna right? So shouldn't he be due some money? So that's kind of your anti-prenup argument. No.
Well, I feel like they should get a prenup. She's gonna get a prenup. 1.6 billion.
She's definitely gonna get a prenup.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that's the anti-prenup argument.
He's not a bitch. He just doesn't look like a bitch. $90 million is enough, and he knows it. He knows
That's true, but I'm saying okay, but now take it down to a level where like he could barely subsist on that, and that's the anti-prenup argument, right?
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's get him on the podcast. Let's find out what he thinks about it.
Okay, yeah, he can come on.
Travis, we'll have podcast Milfy reach out to your people.
Yeah,
let's get you on.
We'll bump Toronto Rob.
Toronto Rob,
because nobody likes Toronto Rob anyway.
Toronto Rob and I had a bit, and he blew it off.
Wow, really?
Yeah. He was like, Mom, I'm like, you know what? You were supposed to be the third chair. I'm actually, I might be on Tom's side right now.
Yeah, nobody really likes him. People pretend to like him.
Bobby Jones
out of pity.
and John.
They don't like him.
No, they love him.
No, they don't. They don't like him.
They fucking love him.
They like him being on the show to mock him. They don't like him personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're going to get a prenup, and I think women around the world who are like, no, prenups, I think they're going to be like, prenups aren't that bad right now. And it's like, you know what? Okay.
Well, so
she's their queen.
I should say prenups, like you shouldn't need prenups, right? If prenups exist, they like if prenups exist, they should almost be like universal, but also protect the downside for the person making less money. That's part of my thing. It's like, but you shouldn't need prenups because if the divorce laws were perfect, then you could just go by the divorce laws. So in an ideal world,
perfect.
You would have perfect divorce law. And if you don't, then you would have value-added prenups. But I do understand the sort of premise behind some prenups could be sort of like negative and manipulative and leave the lower earning party like Travis Kelce in a tough spot.
But again, we're talking about $90 million. Which is
right. And again, in this instance, but yeah.
So we're going to move on from that to our first segment, which is simping, which is, I think, something that I did pretty bad towards the end of my marriage. And the reason I wanted to get into that is I think Taylor Swift might have had something to do with it, but indirectly, right? So simping and then learning how to be you again, Tom. I think you could probably attest to, outside of like my stupid ideas that you have to be like, leave it in drafts. I think I'm kind of like, maybe the podcast has sort of helped, and maybe, I mean, you have definitely helped. But I think maybe you can tell me if I'm wrong. I think I'm kind of like back to like pre-2023 levels on most things.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
There was a time though where I was like down in the dumps and
yeah, of course,
piece of shit.
Everybody is not a piece of shit,
but back to form.
Struggling.
You know, I learned a lot. You know, happy. I'm now eating food again, and my
that's
weight,
good.
Which is good. My weight is back to probably a healthier level. But Taylor Swift actually made me think of this because I've seen Taylor Swift. I saw her in 2018 during the Reputation tour at Gillette.
In concert.
Not personally. In concert, yeah. She asked me on a date one time. It wasn't. I was married. I was like,
didn't work out.
I was like, look, I was like, you're beautiful, but I don't think it's going to work out. Yeah. But I saw her in concert in 2018. Mm-hmm. It was actually a lot of fun. It's Gillette Stadium. She does like a 2-hour show. She plays all over the stadium. Like it's great. So when she comes around in early 2023 to do like her 3-night stay at Gillette, the tickets are actually announced in January, and they're going to go on sale for the 3 nights in May. in February. Okay.
Okay.
So what happens is you have to be on this like list of like verified fans through Ticketmaster. Anybody who's listening who went through this process, it actually became a nightmare because there was so much demand for this tour because all of our cities wanted to sail at the same time. Ticketmaster like crashed because they couldn't handle the demand. And even if you got on this verified list, which I did not get on, I did become a verified fan, but I didn't get like access to this pre-sale. It crashed. So like if you were on the list and it crashed, you eventually got another email and you get tickets. I did not get them.
Okay.
Now the problem here was in November of 2022, my brother, who you know is a giant Blink-182 fan, and he was like, "Hey, Blink is doing a reunion tour and they're coming to the Garden. It just so happened to be they're going to be at the Garden that same weekend," which I didn't know, but it was that Sunday. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll go to that show with you." So I already had tickets for that Sunday show, but the Taylor Swift thing was that whole weekend. I was like, I'll try to get my wife tickets to that show.
Sure.
I completely fail miserably.
Yeah.
I don't get tickets. But as we approached the show, I think she thought I was going to like pull out this like Hail
Grab it out of the
Mary
hat,
and
right,
like get her tickets. The irony of the situation is I didn't, but all of her friends went and nobody fucking got her a ticket. So it's whatever. So she didn't get to go to the show and she was pretty pissed at me that I didn't get to get her tickets to the show.
Sure.
And she let me know in November. I got an email November 9th because I'm a psycho with dates. I got an email. Hey, she's announcing a second wave of U.S. tour of U.S. and North American dates.
Okay.
This was November 9th of 2023. She's going to do it in 2024 because she's still doing the tour through 2023 and 2024. Sure. But she's announcing a second wave.
Yeah.
So I get on the pre-verified list.
Okay.
My sister-in-law is going to go. I get her tickets, Tom, to the Vancouver show.
Wow.
It's a year from now, right? So
Yeah.
so in November of 2023, I get her tickets to the December 4th show, I think, in Vancouver of 2024.
This is kind of peak those tickets being hot, right?
These tickets are hot as shit.
Crazy.
Now, the funniest thing is if you bought them at the time around here, you were paying like $2,000, $3,000, $10,000.
Yeah.
You're cutting your dick off. You're giving it to somebody. You're stealing porn from your dad's mattress. You're doing everything because they were so expensive. But if you bought
You
them,
don't have to do both.
you might do all
Once
of
you
it.
get your dick.
Yeah, you're fucking. At the time though, with Ticketmaster, if you could get them from Ticketmaster, you could actually get them at these stadiums for face value, which was like $200.
Yeah, wow.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
So my sister-in-law, her, got 2 tickets to the Vancouver show. She doesn't know about it. It's going to be a Christmas gift. Get hotel accommodations for them, right? $2,000 for the hotel, but it's going to be a Christmas gift. And I don't know that she's planning on divorcing me because I'm a fucking moron.
She has a Christmas gift for you.
She has a Christmas gift for me. But like I'm thinking like she's unhappy. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
But I think I know I get this idea.
It's gonna work. Yeah.
So I don't know that she's got this thing planning for me, but she tells me about the show, and I'm like, I know the secret to her heart. It's a fucking Taylor Swift show. It's gonna be in Vancouver. I got her the hotel. She's ready to go. But Tom, I'm simping. I'm fucking simping. I'm like trying to be what I think is romantic, but I'm probably like going above and beyond. So I can't stop there. I got to do this thing that the kids do, which is like have like a celebrity tell her that she's going.
Oh, if only there were a platform.
If only there's
that
a
allowed
platform
you to
that
do that.
that allows you to fucking be a huge pussy
Yeah.
and spend more of your money. So Tom,
You went on Simpio.
I went on
right?
Simpio.
Yeah.
I went on Cameo.
Yeah.
And guess what I did? I got Lindsay Lohan
Wow.
to tell her.
The Lindsay Lohan.
The Lindsay Lohan.
Monster comeback, Lindsay Lohan.
Fucking, and people are like, you really get Lindsay Lohan? And I'm going to play you the audio.
Was this like in a kind of a valley before her
This was during-
resurgence on the Hallmark movies or the Netflix movies?
This
that she
is
did?
November 2023.
Yeah.
This is during the comeback.
Oh, wow.
She's doing this for charity. She only did 10 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So it's $350 to
That
her.
must be nice to just do it for charity. Yeah, that's pretty.
Do it for charity. Like fix my Coke notes.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I love Lindsay Lohan. But Lindsay Lohan, this is the cameo that she made for my wife to tell her about this gift that she never gets to fucking use.
Okay.
It's Lindsay Lohan. I have a surprise for you. You got tickets to go see Taylor Swift in Vancouver, BC, December 7th, 2024. I hope the concert is so fetch and you have the
So
best time
fetch.
ever and dance and sing the night away. Lots of love to you. Have a great time.
Try to make that happen.
Dude, she made it happen. She made fetch happen.
Wow.
So I simped the fuck out of that. So now fast forward through Christmas, I give her the gift. She's like, I fucking don't like you at all. And it's miserable. And now I realize my marriage is over.
Yeah.
I'm simping like a huge pussy, and I realize I gotta do something for me. But I'm still in the zone of like, it's really for her, but it's for me. So what do I do? I try to get
Hookers, right?
hookers. Yeah. So many hookers. I get a subscription to backpages.com. It's just hookers.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like, you know what? You know what's gonna really show her that I'm the man that she thought I was? Because my weight was always fluctuating, right? I get this idea. I'm like, I'm gonna do a revenge body, right?
Oh, okay.
So I eat like 1,000 calories a day.
Okay.
I work out for an hour and a half every day.
Okay.
And I have pictures. If people want to see them, I could put them online. I get absolutely, for the first time in my life,
Just shredded.
I get fucking shredded. I have abs. I can see.
A from Gmail will want to see this.
Yeah,
he doesn't believe it's possible.
It says you will not believe that it's possible. I get absolutely fucking shredded. I stop drinking. And the weird part about it is like I start to feel really fucking good.
Yeah.
Except the fact that like I'm tired all the time and like I have no energy because like I'm using it at the gym and or I'm not eating, whatever.
Yeah, Clark, definitely.
She wants absolutely nothing to do with me, right? Because she just hates my guts more and more every day. But then I'm like, that's fine. I'll go meet someone else. No one wants to meet me because I'm so mad and pathetic. I'm so sad and pathetic.
Yeah.
But like I have no one to show this to. So it's like I learned at that moment in that time, like doing these things for her.
Right.
I thought I was doing them for me. Like I'll show her with this revenge body. I was doing it for her. I was simping it for her. Like I'll show her, or like maybe she'll come around as a result of it. But now I look back at that behavior, like buying her the tickets, get her the cameo, that change her mind. All that stuff was really just like the worst things that I could be doing.
Right.
You know, and I see it now.
Yeah, I think that's right. That's pretty, because in a weird way, it's almost, we don't need to get into like the nitty gritty of like the problems and stuff, but it's like, it's easier to do a gesture, right? It's easier to be like, I'll buy this big thing, and that doesn't fix what's broken, right? You think it does, because you're like, unless the only thing that the person is mad at you about is that you never do any big gestures.
Well, I thought it was because I didn't get her the Taylor Swift tickets for Gillette.
Apparently it was a little deeper.
It was probably a little more than that. But you know what I wanted to do? I didn't have the idea for the podcast. I wanted to I love Barstool.
Yeah.
And like Kelly Keegs at Barstool loves Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I want to be like, hey, I did this thing for my wife. Do you want to come with me?
Yeah.
But my fucking sister-in-law was like, no, I'm going to bring your sister. She brought my fucking sister to the show. I was like, I could have had a date with like Kelly Keegs.
Yeah. Wow. That would have been,
But now I have Hollywood, so.
That's true. Yeah.
It's all good. It all works out. Yeah. So I learned the hard way that don't do that shit. Don't simp. Be I guess like be grounded in who you are.
Sure.
And draw your boundaries.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to get in shape, do it for you. Don't do it for someone else.
Yeah, I think simp is like a loaded term, right? Because it means different things to different people. But do something like that's not like you don't do thoughtful things. You should do thoughtful things in a way that's beneficial for that person. But like you said, it shouldn't be a thing to make you look good or to make you feel better about your contribution or whatever, right? It should be like, hey, this person will, and that's actually like a good gift giving thing anyway too. It's like, I think so much gift giving is like perfunctory versus like, like your evaluation of whether your gift is good or not should be like, did the person use it? Would they have kind of like gotten it themselves? Is it like a thing that they would have really liked that they wouldn't get themselves? Like be thoughtful, and do some of those things for yourself, not for the way that you think that the other person thinks that it looks, kind of thing. Yeah.
And I think just to kind of get back to what we talked about earlier, I think the podcast and the 1,000 downloads and everything that we've been doing, it's moving towards a direction of just sort of like becoming you again and being happy. So with that, I'd like to make a phone call right now, Tom.
Ooh,
you ready?
Nice.
Let's see what happens. Can you hear that ring in your ear?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
It's pretty wild. Toronto Rob would lose his mind.
Hey, Bobby.
Hey, can you hear us? You're live on Divorce with Friends.
Live to tape.
Oh, wow. Yes, I can hear you.
You are with Tom and Bobby. So everybody at home,
Lindsay.
this is Lindsay, and by popular demand, she is fucking back.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, introducing Lindsay on this podcast is like introducing
It's like Spanish Fly.
Travis Kelce on the Kelce Brothers podcast. It's like everybody, she's the one person everybody comes to listen to.
Yeah, Lindsay, you won't hear the episode till tomorrow, but there was an email again asking when you're coming back, and you are back. And I wanted to actually obviously talk about a lot of things, but the first thing I want to mention is I saw your first day of school pic on Instagram with you, Mike, and the kids. It was co-parenting 101. It was fucking beautiful. You're standing right next to each other.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Wild.
My parents were here too, so they offered to take a picture. And we just it just felt really natural to just kind of the four of us grouped together. And Mike and I ended up in the middle with one of the kids on each side of us, kind of smiling and looking right at the camera. And it was a brief moment, but the smile on my kids' faces in that picture is just priceless. Makes everything worth it for me to have to stand there for 30 seconds while someone takes a picture. And then we walked the kids to school, and they had a great day. So it really did set a good tone for the first day, because my little guy started kindergarten today.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So Lindsay / Emma, the reason that people want to hear from you is you were such a hit. We did let people know in the last episode that after you left, you told some guy, we'll call him Mint Chocolate something. You ended it with him, but you stayed on the apps. Okay, so you ended it with him.
I wasn't on the apps when I recorded that.
Right.
Correct.
She got
you got back on. You get back on as
Emma
result.
was such a hit.
Emma
she
was such
like
Emma basically is like the Dr. Jekyll or the Mr. Hyde, depending on how you look at it, of Lindsay. And she was like, all right, I got to get back on. I got a taste of the shit.
yeah, you do whatever you want as Emma.
As I'm fucking back on. So you broke up with Mint Chocolate so, and you're back on the apps now or no?
So, yes, but to clarify, I didn't end things with him just because
Okay.
of the app experience. Before the podcast even aired, before anyone had a chance to listen to it, he and I had another conversation that just didn't feel like we were on the same page about the pace of the relationship. And he actually was the one that was like, well, then I don't want to do this anymore. Like,
Okay.
you don't feel the same way. And I was like, nope. And it ended. And the next day I joined Hinge this time. I didn't want to go back to Bumble. That was just a minefield. So I was thinking I wanted to try a different one. And one of my brothers actually met his now wife on Hinge. So I was thinking, you know what? There are good people out there on dating apps. Let me try a different one and see if it's any better.
I love that. So I guess the other thing is we just did a segment on simping, right? And for those who aren't aware, I guess I should have announced it. So simping can have two different ways to look at it. So you can be sort of manipulative and do what the girl wants you to do, even because you're looking for sex or whatever. Or you could have really shitty boundaries about yourself and let the girl kind of push you around so you hang around with her, okay? So would you consider what this person did to you simping, or was it more like emotional damage and he's just really needy as a result of it?
I think the second one. I think that he had some strong attachment things going on. And I think any person could have just slid in and been that kind of like void filler for him. That person to have dates with, that person to hold hands with, that person to come cuddle with. And all of that happening really quickly when you're still getting to know someone. For me, felt like, hey, we need to step back and just keep this like casual, keep this dates, keep this like light conversations. So I think for him, it was more like, I mean, he did things like give me a nickname with my number saved in his phone.
What was the nickname?
No.
No. What is it?
Emma. It was Emma.
Was it Emma? Was it Emma?
No, it was just blue eyes, because he was obsessed with my eyes, and so which like if I had
You fucking loved it. You loved it. Stop it. You loved it. You fucking loved it.
It would have been a lot cuter to me if I had had those same feelings that he
Right.
had.
If my eyes weren't green.
That's like the where the character, when the Brad Pitt character in the movie does it, you're like, oh my god, that guy's so romantic. When the like fat guy next door does it, you're like, get away from me, you weirdo. Yeah.
So what do you? So what are you doing now? What do you not? I don't mean like this very second. Probably something sexy. But what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Are you seeing somebody right now?
So I don't know what the term would be, but
Fucking?
I did match with someone on Hinge, and we've had a few dates, and it's gone really well.
Is he a 4 and you're a 10? What's up?
He is not a 4. He is well above a 4. He is younger though. I think I'm entering into this like Charlize Theron era.
Wait. Stop.
How much longer?
Yeah.
What is legal, right? We don't have to edit this out.
What's the difference in age? Because can I say your age?
Sure.
You're 40. How old is he?
29. 12 years younger.
He's 12? It cut out for a
12
second.
years younger, not 12 years old.
Oh, okay. He's 12 years younger. So when you were 18, he was being born.
Okay, no.
Is that right?
How math works.
Is that right? No?
No.
No, your math is a little.
Turns 29 next month.
Okay. All right. So that's good for you. That's good for...
Almost 30. There's a solid decade between us.
All right, Mrs. Robinson. Well, good for you. So in the time we have you, because we're hitting the hour mark, and I feel like we don't want to keep everybody too late. But I'm gonna play a quick game with you. Okay. It's not what color panties you're wearing. I played that before and I lost. Yeah. The game is called Simp or Sweet. So I'm gonna give you 4 examples. Okay. And you're gonna tell me at the end: is the guy being a simp? Is he simping or is he sweet? Are you ready?
Yes, but can I say a caveat first?
Sure.
It all depends on if you like this person.
I know. So why don't you pick a guy in your mind and you tell me, is this guy that you think about when I say this, is he simping or is he sweet?
Because it could be cute, it could be creepy. If you're starting to detach already, everything is there. But yes, let's do it.
I always say that timing is everything in bed. That's the way it works. Ready? All right. So a guy has plans with his friends. You call him and tell him to have fun. He notices you sound sick and he opts to cancel with his friends and watch movies with you instead. Ooh. Simping or sweet?
Simping, for sure.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Your social life.
That's a boundary. I think
That's kind of like a martyr thing too,
Yeah.
right? It's like, oh no, it's like, oh, I've given this up. Don't worry, I'll stay. Yeah.
And for the record, these are not things. I'm not asking Lindsay to like sanity check me. I'm not like.
Okay, won't do that one.
Personal experiences.
No. The last one actually is something I think somebody's done to you, so I can't wait to read it to you. Are you ready? You've been out with a guy a few times, but leave for vacation with the family, so communication has been a minimum. He's learned enough about you. No, this isn't the one. He's learned enough about you to know where you're staying and surprises you with flowers. Simping or sweet?
Oh, just flowers?
Yeah.
I think that's cute.
Okay.
I think it's sweet. I think it's thoughtful. It's not overstepping. It's not. I think it's cute.
Sweet. Okay. So
Yeah.
so flowers. He knows where you're staying.
He shows up in the adjoining suite. That's
Yeah.
probably a problem.
Probably.
You were gonna say he like shows up.
Yeah,
in
right.
the family, and I was like, oh, there's a different category called psychopath.
Psycho. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. It's the last one. I'll tell you what. I wrote this one in mind for somebody. This is not the last one, right? You think you have plans with your new guy, but the wires are crossed and he hangs with Bobby and Tom instead. Aggravated, you don't return his calls the next day. He texts you that he is sorry for the miscommunication and offers to take you to dinner to make up for it. Simping or sweet?
I feel like you read that really aggressively, and now I don't know the right answer. But I'm gonna say that's sweet.
I think it's simping. Oh, we're good.
Really, I think an apology and owning it and making up for it.
But it was a
is the right-
miscommunication.
On whose part?
I don't know.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I think that. So one, I think that probably goes to the apology, right? It's like, is he like let's just say, like if he fucked up the communication and he's like, oh my bad, right? Then that's good. If it's like a fake apology where he's kind of like, because people do this all the time, right? Where it's like, oh, I'm really sorry or like, oh, I'm sorry wires get crossed, but then like deep down he thinks it's your fault or something, then that's probably not great. Also, what is an offer to take you to? Isn't taking you to dinner kind of table stakes anyway? Like what kind of, that's not really like
Well, I guess that's true. That's
Yeah.
probably a bad example, but I guess it's like, look, he called you and you didn't call him back, so he's basically scrambling and he's like,
Yeah.
why? Like,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I overlooked that part of the like.
of course you did, because
okay,
you're a
that's
woman.
little desperate part. All I heard is like, I'm sorry, I own it dinner. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Let's
Yeah, that's like a flaw I have. I over apologize. I just apologize.
Yeah.
like for everything,
Even if you're
It's
not
a
wrong.
great. Yeah,
Yeah, because you can just end it that way.
Yeah, I just do that.
All right, the last one is for Lindsay. All right, ready? Well, they're all for Lindsay. They're all for Lindsay, but I think this one's gonna hit a hometown nerve. All right, so in the new guy you're ready?
call back.
Call back. Ready? You ready?
Yeah.
The new guy you're dating comes over and sees you need to mow your lawn. It's 100 degrees out and he offers to do it. Simping or sweet?
I'm gonna let him do it.
I know you're going to let him do it. I know, and he did it. He did it on his moped. But was that simping or sweet?
something that needed to be done.
But what
at
if
the
he's a
time.
4?
I think it is still thoughtful to help in any way you can around the house when it's not your house. You have no financial responsibility to this place, and you're going to do something for me.
Wait, yeah.
I think it's sweet, is it not?
You know
Yeah,
what?
that
It's
seems
your
like
game.
an easy one.
Is he already getting laid at this point? Because if
Wait,
that's like
yeah.
an effort to get
I mean,
laid, then
if he's a-
if it's already a done deal, then yeah, move on. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, what if he's a 4 and you're a 10, and that's why he's doing it, so he can stick around? Because I think Hometown Jay did that, right? Didn't he used to mow your lawn?
He did that a lot.
Yeah, I know he
did
did.
all summer, yeah.
I know you kept him around to fucking clip your hedges.
That is not true.
It didn't hurt.
It was a perk, yeah.
It didn't hurt. But Lindsay, that was the end of the game. Thank you so much for playing. And when we get on the same schedule again and sync our periods, let's get together and you can come back on the podcast. What do you think?
Yeah, I would love that. I would love to come back and bang your tables around.
Oh, I fucking love you. Well, thank you so much. We'll call you. I'll call you. We'll make plans. But thanks for coming on.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, guys. Miss
Thanks,
you.
Lindsay.
Bye, Shu.
Bye.
That was Lindsay/Emma.
Well, that's gonna help. So one, that's gonna help the download numbers.
Yep, downloads.
And
gonna be huge.
2, we're gonna get a lot of emails of like, why do you guys do this podcast? Why does Lindsay just have a podcast?
Yeah, I feel like I just used her. I just simped on her. She simped
Yeah.
on us. I don't know what happened, but we
Oh,
used
really?
her. I used her a
Is it
little bit. No, I'm
reverse
kidding.
simp?
I do. I love Lindsay,
3D simp?
but no, great content with Lindsay as always.
She's great. She's a great sport.
Tom,
Yes.
just by chatting through Taylor and Travis, and,
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan,
Yeah.
and my son may or may not call his friend a fucking pussy. We're in Simper Sweet. We're here, Tom. We're at an hour and 6 minutes.
Wow.
Can you believe we did it?
Incredible.
So we got to do our thank yous and our plugs. Tom, as always, go first, baby.
Yeah, thank you to Bernthal. So Bernthal is doing a movie with Christopher Nolan, which sucks for Bernthal because he's got to deal with those fucking red paper scripts that Christopher Nolan does, right? And like all of his like pomposity and like bullshit time travel stuff and just absolute nonsense because Christopher Nolan, probably the ultimate Emperor Has No Clothes director,
You hate
most overrated director in the history of cinema.
You hate Christopher Nolan.
He's terrible, and Toronto Rob loves him, and that's like what more?
I just saw a movie with Bernthal. Hollywood and I just watched The Amateur. Do you know what that is?
No, which one's that?
You have to rent it. It's got the guy from Mr. Robot who is Freddie Mercury.
Oh yeah.
He's got a weird face. It's got him.
People love him though.
They love him, and it has Morpheus from
Lawrence
Fishburne, and basically
Rami Malek.
Robbie Malek's wife gets murdered.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
So Bernthal's in it. They work for the
He's
CIA.
a computer nerd who happens to be like the most amazing assassin ever.
He's not though.
Oh, he's not
He's
really.
not. They have to train him.
Swerve.
But like it's all fucked up. But Bernthal's in it at the beginning and the end.
Okay.
And obviously I love Bernthal. I just don't get his character in it.
Yo, really? Yeah.
He's only in the
sometimes he
beginning
just
and the
plays this weird like hard ass.
And he's got his beard.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I think it's like he's in the middle of. I just feel like he's he's shooting something else, and like he's like, I can't shave the beard. And they're like, you know what, Bernthal, fucking keep it. 'Cause you're fucking hot, and you're awesome. Is that all you have?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, as always, Tom, I want to thank Dean Corsi for this fire fucking theme. You can email Tom and I at divorcewithfriends@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Twitter at divorcewfpod, Instagram at divorcewithfriends. And if you go to Apple, Spotify, Amazon, YouTube, iHeart, like, subscribe, smash, review, fuck, like. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for coming around.
Bye.